Alright, here we go. This is a custom 1v1 on Rath between the blue player in the upper left, happydeath, and the pumpkin saucer. Just gotta love that thing. Looks pretty darn hilarious. And his opponent, the carbon player in the bottom right, fistnow in the medic osprey. Will be saucer versus osprey. It's not something that I'm really used to seeing, to be honest. Fairly normal moneymaker builds going on right now. Does look like fistnow is gonna go with a longhorn for the left, so he's gonna go for his neutral close first. And does look like happydeath might do that as well. Has a pre-built moneymaker. Has Gemini going for the right. Okay, so it will be Gemini versus Longhorn in this battle. And it does not look like anyone has any light units. No one has any Joker, Jackal, Zipper, Tango kind of thing, Rebel or anything like that. So it does look like that fistnow will have the upper hand with those Longhorn in this fight. Well, I mean... Okay, well, yeah. I mean, happydeath, fistnow doesn't really have anything light except for maybe patchers. I guess maybe you want to consider that. But it does look like happydeath trying to harass fistnow's longhorn. Will be able to get it on the ground. No, before fistnow is able to swoop it up, and will he easily be able to get away with his blink before fistnow is able to contest him at all. On Rath, actually, the credit box spawns at 45 seconds, so it's a little bit interesting to see if either of these players are really aware of that, and if they are going to be able to grab it. Now it does look like it will come up anytime now, and yes, there it goes. So happydeath doing some harass, trying to get that moneymaker on. Oh, and actually that was a generator on the ground. A little bit interesting to see fistnow putting down a generator instead of a moneymaker down at that socket, especially you know, in high tier games where you don't really expect to see generators out early. You pretty much only see generators when you know, people either near or hit their unit cap, and happydeath easily able to outclass fistnow in the air. No one has been able to grab that box yet. Still able to just do whatever harass he wants to, but fistnow with his heal has been able to just keep up with happydeath and keep everything alive. Oh, and happydeath now grabbing that box. Fistnow probably is not aware that he has been able to grab it, as it doesn't really look like either of these players were 100% aware that that box did spawn yet. And happydeath actually has put it there next to his close outpost. Will be able to sell it off now, and does look like fistnow going for that corner, that island, which is very, very powerful if you can actually get it fully socketed with moneymakers or, depending on the stage of the game, generators. Fistnow, or happydeath, has been able to take this outpost completely under his control and put a moneymaker down now. 27 to 26, pretty darn even. Fistnow a little bit, I mean, it's not really controlled behind. It's pretty much the same thing. And happydeath, oh, almost able to abduct that that longhorn, but will be able to go on an abducting frenzy right now. Fistnow not able to get that moneymaker. Oh, he was. He has to sell it though. And happydeath going to be able to... Oh, man, fistnow able to swoop up whatever happydeath is going after. And now happydeath deciding to go for neutrals instead. Going to go for a T99. Will he be able to actually use it productively? Because you can't actually sell neutral units that you abduct for money. They sell for 0 if you abduct them. So happydeath actually does have to pretty much, I don't know if you can really think of it like this, but kind of waste whatever, you know, this T99 that he's actually been able to abduct, and not able to get that moneymaker before fistnow is able to save it. Fistnow has been able to grab this island, but has not been able to socket anything in those sockets quite yet. Probably the first priority you should have once you take that island, or even the top right corner, is to put stuff down in those sockets to fully take advantage of that work that you just did to progress toward taking that outpost that you spent all that time and credits and energy on. And now happydeath with a full queue of Gemini might just do a massive push. Fistnow has been able to scout that there is a lot of Gemini here as well, so he might want to start either, you know, constantly scouting or putting down defenses somewhere. He does have a full queue of Longhorn, so he's probably fine, and will try to kill happydeath here in the air. And happydeath not able to get that neutral Longhorn before Fistnow is able to force him out of the area. But we do have these Gemini moving out. Does look like happydeath's moving up from 2 sides as well. Is he setting them on attack, or is he setting them on a capture? I'm guessing they're set on capture. Oh, man, they are going to be, oh, well, I don't know. These might be going for the fort. They can go up here and now over there on that path to actually hit that fort. Pathing on Thar is really, really weird. A lot of people aren't really familiar with it. I'm kind of familiar with it for the most part, but it takes a lot of experimentation, especially because the logic has changed slightly since, well, since a while ago. And now these are going for attack, and these are as well, I'm guessing. But fistnow also has sent out a lot of Longhorn. Has he been able to scout these? Yes, he has. So he is going to start to put down pretty solid defense now. Oh, and happydeath has reassigned them to T, so they will start to go for this outpost and or this outpost. I don't know exactly how the waypoints have split up, so it does look like 3 are going for left and 5 are going to go for the right. And yeah, happydeath still sending a lot. Oh, and abducting a lot. A lot of the Longhorn that fistnow sent out will be abducted. Oh, I guess that's where this Longhorn here came from, and this one here, although I'm guessing happydeath actually has been able to abduct quite a lot at that middle area. And fistnow desperately trying to keep up with all the units that happydeath has sent left and right on this map. And a lot of these games, or a lot of these tanks are going for the fort as well, as they pretty much run out of waypoints to go to. And happydeath still converting tanks, leading to his fort. That last one has been finished off, but will he be able to actually take advantage of this right outpost being neutralized? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to grab it. However, he has quite a lot of tanks here at the front door. fistnow now has to drop a couple tanks in defense. Will be able to keep quite a lot of them alive with his Osprey. And I don't know, this one might go down right here, smoking black. And happydeath now bringing another tank to this right outpost. No infantry, but will be able to get quite a lot of free abduct, as he is a saucer with no contesting AA in the area. And now fistnow does decide to move out before all the Gemini are finished off. The Longhorn will not be able to get a complete finish on that right side, or on those Gemini that are here at the front door. And fistnow does have to land and shoot himself to be able to do whatever he can to I don't know, to finish off whatever he thinks he needs to finish off. And happydeath able to get one of these Longhorn before fistnow is able to come and swoop it up. And now fistnow has quite a lot of stuff on the island. Once again, nothing socketed. So, you know, he does have both generators and money makers in his loadout. So, you know, whatever he needs, and at this point he is nearing his unit cap, so it probably is going to be generators. And happydeath now with reallocating this Longhorn, going to set it on attack and going to be able to grab that second Longhorn. What is fistnow doing? He is just reinforcing this right outpost, and happydeath able to get that abduct, and will be able to drop a Longhorn, that abducted Longhorn, just abducting left and right, forcing fistnow to go pretty much comply to wherever he is. But as long as fistnow can actually keep up with happydeath, he can probably get the upper hand in this battle, as he still has unit upkeep advantage, and it does look, I mean, he does have generators, so once happydeath hits his unit unit cap, then fistnow will be able to pump out even more and more, assuming he can actually get generators out on the field. Oh, and happydeath grabbing the next box, which actually does spawn, I think, at 5:45, which is the next 5 minutes after the first one spawns. And happydeath actually able to abduct one Longhorn. Does now realize that there is a lot of Longhorn, or at least, yeah, Longhorn now coming for this close outpost, but quite a lot of defensive tanks. I don't think happydeath has that much to worry about, especially because he is a saucer and can start to abduct. Oh, and nothing over here defending. Does realize the Longhorn is here, and he will be able to steal it for free. And now fistnow with quite a lot of Longhorn over here attacking this close left outpost. And happydeath microwing quite a lot of Gemini up here to the top. I don't know if this is actually going to work, though, because it's Longhorn versus Gemini, and fistnow is here to heal up. Oh, actually, happydeath has been able to micro quite a lot. Wow, that's very, very fast saucer blink micro, and has a lot of Gemini up here to contest fistnow's Longhorn. fistnow is pretty much out of energy, so his heal won't really won't really impact this battle very much at all. And does have to retreat very low on health. happydeath gonna be able to get this kill. Does do that cliff transform, that ledge transform, able to get fistnow to transform up. And now happydeath gonna be able to do a counter push here with all those Gemini. Has quite a lot of Gemini in queue as well. And even has some Gemini. Oh, I never even noticed this. He sent a bunch of Gemini on capture to take this top outpost. And now he has quite a lot of tanks moving out towards fistnow's close outpost. Although it does have to go all the way around, as there is no direct path from this high ground to this low ground. It has to go all the way up around and through here. However, happydeath just going left and right on the map. Quite a big map. Great for a saucer. I guess especially in a 1v1, maybe, if you can think of it that way. But now he does have his line of Gemini coming down. And fistnow not there to respond to it, so that long path that they will take isn't really going to affect them too much, as fistnow isn't really reacting to, I don't even know if he's actually aware of these coming. Now he is. They are coming for his close outpost. Are they? Yes, they are not going this way. So this way would be attacking the fort. However, now happydeath with a Longhorn, or Gemini actually at the back, did not put it outside of this Longhorn's firing range. A little bit further would have been able to do it, but it's still great. Just getting a lot of free damage here. Well, free the price of a Gemini, but with all the abducts, you can pretty much think of it as free. Oh, and his Gemini that he pushed from the top have been pretty much finished off by fistnow's defensive line here. And Happy Death just pretty much bringing out Gemini, sending them like crazy. fistnow with a few Longhorn to try to get this outpost neutralized up here. Just a battle of tanks. No AA, just tanks coming out for both players. You can pretty much see where the meta has shifted. Yeah, I mean, I think a mix of some light units would be good for both of these players. And fistnow, oh, gonna be finished off in the air by Happy Death. And gonna easily be able to handle this these Longhorns sent in, as he will be able to abduct very, very easily. And even though, like, assuming his tanks lose the battle, he'll still be able to win just by taking all the tanks that fistnow has sent up here. I would expect a little bit more AA by fistnow just because his opponent is a saucer. It's pretty much necessary. He does have Seekers. I mean, they have very balanced, well-mixed loadouts. Oh, it's the same. Are they the same loadout besides the Gemini and the Longhorn? For the most part, Happy Death does have the Gaddy. I mean, mentioning this is not very, doesn't really have that much of a point because they aren't really using their different loadouts. So even though they had every single unit different besides tanks and moneymakers, how relevant is that really, as none of them are really using anything? As you can see on the loadout counts, it's just moneymakers out on the field for Happy Death with tanks, and the same exact thing for fistnow, so they might as well just be having 2 loadout slots at this point. And yeah, I mean, artillery not really that major here on a big map like this, especially in a 1v1. You know, with this many stations, it's not going to be that critical. So the post-to-post fights aren't going to be super. I mean, especially because this isn't Thar. This is Rath, or this isn't. Yeah, this isn't Thar. This is Rath. There's no middle outpost, so the post-to-post fights are not really going to be significant at all. And Happy Death able to get another free Longhorn. fistnow not able to keep up with Happy Death's being all over the map and setting a Longhorn on patrol. Very, very hilarious, actually, to me. It will eventually get finished off by the Longhorn sitting over here. I guess it might have been even more. Oh, and Happy Death getting the next box. However, it's 75k in his bank, so he's gonna just drop it, yeah, and wait till he can queue up more Gemini, so it'll actually be worth it. He has sent a couple Gemini to the top, and okay, no, those are creeps. And okay, one random stray Gemini. These won't really get him that far, but will allow him to get one more Longhorn. Just free abducts everywhere for Happy Death. Level 9 to 11, but you know, it just with all the abducts that Happy Death is getting left and right, it does seem, doesn't it, that he is ahead. Although it's 41 to 28, and fistnow is technically ahead of the unit cap. It does seem like Happy Death is having a much easier time, obviously getting around the map because he is a saucer, and able to drop a bunch of creeps here to be able to take his outpost back under his control. I don't know where the extra creeps came from. I guess they were already sitting over here somewhere. And fistnow doing a quick scout on Happy Death's fort. Does see it's pretty well defended. Does see his top outpost is pretty well defended. Did not grab this box. Oh my god, he did now. He did notice that that box was there, and he's able to grab it. No tech units in either of these players' loadouts, so can't really use the long, late game, you know, credit plan, I guess is the way you can put it, you know, to their advantage. And Happy Death trying to get even more Longhorn abducted. And fistnow is able to save that one by forcing Happy Death out of the area. And Happy Death just queuing up even more and more Gemini. Does he even realize that fistnow sold this box off? We will see. Oh, he isn't even coming over here. And I guess he might have realized it now. But did he even remember that the box was there to begin with is one question as well. And now fistnow with more. Okay, now creating unit cluster here. Approaching Happy Death's close outpost, or I don't know, top close outpost. Oh, but did send a bunch of Longhorn out. So let's see where those will go. I'm guessing those are on attack, because if they were on capture, I would assume they'd go this way and around, or not, because the pathing on Thar, or at least not even the pathing, the paths, straight up the paths on Thar, kind of are really derpy. I don't exactly know the point of that, but fistnow actually did amass a whole position, I think, except for that one Longhorn that Happy Death was able to abduct, and set a bunch of his units over here, now starting to leapfrog them even closer, and will actually win the leapfrog battle, I think, because this line of Gemini isn't really that great, especially versus Longhorn, aren't going to do that much damage, in, you know, compared to the Longhorn especially. And we do have Happy Death just abducting like crazy. 2 abducted Longhorn over here, 1 abducted Longhorn over here. Can't abduct this one right on the corner. So fistnow might actually want to take that into consideration with his unit placement, especially next to the fort. But Happy Death has lost everything over here. But once again, oh, 1 Seeker. Oh, was that really enough to force Happy Death out of the area? I'm a little surprised to even see that Seeker at this point of the game, because they've just been using tanks left and right like crazy. And now fistnow doing another scout. Happy Death kind of doing the same thing, but with a scout, especially as a saucer, comes abduct opportunities, which is really, really great, especially for a mech that fast with blink on a map this large, not linear pretty much whatsoever. And fistnow going to be able to move even closer. Oh, I don't know. He might be overstepping his bounds by leapfrogging this far right now. And Happy Death now going to be able to respond to it with quite a lot of Gemini in his queue. Oh, yeah, I don't know. This might be a little too far for fistnow to go. And Happy Death going to be not going to be able to abduct anything, especially with this many tanks in the area, and fistnow is there to shoot as well. What is fistnow coming back to bring? Even more Longhorn. I don't know if this will actually be that productive for fistnow. Fistnow moving up a little too far. You know, being right here at this ledge would have been really great. You know, if I were fistnow, or at least you know, especially in hindsight, that probably would have been the better move, just to drop a bunch of of tanks on this ledge facing this outpost, and that way they would have been able to get a lot of free fire, hard to surround, especially because of the ledge. It would have been way hard to surround. But now fistnow does have the numbers. Let's see if he can actually win this battle with Happy Death and his unit or his defender's advantage. Happy Death does okay, yeah, fistnow still does have the unit advantage. He will probably be able to get this eventually. He's going straight for the neutralization, and the tanks are definitely helping as well. Most of Happy Death's units have been cleared, but because of Happy Death's death ray, it does survive that attack. I don't know if you can really call that a dogfight, but that air fire from fistnow. But yeah, because of Happy Death's death ray, he's been able to clear pretty much every carbon unit down here on the bottom. And now fistnow coming with creeps of his own, but probably not going to be able to get this neutralized. And if he gets it neutralized, there's nothing that's really going to be able to come from this, as Happy Death now able to drop a couple of defensive tanks, and now fistnow does have to retreat. So that was a little bit too aggressive by fistnow. And once again, not enough AA. With an Osprey, you can afford a slight disadvantage in unit numbers, because as long as you keep the right thing in front lines, as long as you keep your units healed up, and Happy Death going again with another Longhorn corner drop, gonna be able to that was almost dead, and Happy Death able to kill it pretty quickly. And with his death rate, wow, quite a lot of damage. Let's see, the numbers has completely upgraded his death rate and his abduct, so it's so powerful. Saucer's so great now. Well, not so great, but pretty damn great. And fistnow not able to keep that Longhorn alive just by healing. He's forced to pick it up, but you know, this Longhorn here, abducted by Happy Death, is going to be able to do a little bit more damage. And a little bit confused, but oh my god, that's a lot of Gemini. Happy Death has quite a lot at his front door, and probably will start to send out now. He is at 61 to 69, or 61 out of 69, as opposed to the 44 that fistnow has. However, oh, where did this come from? Fistnow, I guess, sent from his fort, or I'm not exactly sure, but he has been able to get a pretty good surround here. But Happy Death has sent out here. Oh man, that's a lot. Fistnow really needs to scout this, because a defense at his fort, or pretty much Happy Death has kind of the freedom to change that to T wherever he wants, and will probably be able to grab any of those outposts that he wants as well. But he might just go straight in for the kill. That lockbox is there now, and I don't know how long it's been there, but fistnow, no, does he see it? Doesn't matter that there's a lot of tanks, and I guess he might go for a base race at this point. He is much closer, so his Longhorn will have the lead, and he will be able to leapfrog. Oh, where is he going? He's going for... Oh, okay, no, I don't know why he even thought that he should have done that. But now is going to get a pretty good surround. What is Happy Death doing now? Happy Death is coming back for the defense, and will be able to get the... Oh, man, just abduct after abduct. Fistnow with a good amount of Longhorn over here. Oh, and this is sitting right here. That will block the way, and it will... Oh, man, did Happy Death put that down? That's a great placement. Fistnow needs to move that. And now Happy Death Gemini are reaching the fort, but Gemini do significantly less damage than Longhorn to the fort. So let's see who will actually win this base race. Happy Death abducting. Oh, but Fistnow not able to save it, and now does put it down in defense. And everything that Happy Death here has over here to defend is abducted from Fistnow, and Fistnow now will lose this base race. Happy Death, wow, with all those Gemini, has been able to grab this custom 1v1 win on Rath over Fistnow. Wow, I mean, that was nothing but tanks, yes. So the unit composition was not very I don't know, beautiful. It wasn't that significant. Not anything special. But Lots of movement. All the abducts from Happy Death. fistnow not able to fully utilize that Osprey the way that, you know, everyone's always used to seeing. Apparently, fistnow saying, that's why I hate this map. I don't know what specifically he was referring to. Maybe the box. Maybe the lack of mid that pretty much allowed Happy Death to send left and right wherever he wanted to. And all those abducts by Happy Death. Man, I'm going to say it again. Crazy. Just, you know, because the map was so big, he was able to just get left and right wherever he wanted to, and every time he did a scout, he's, you know, he could abduct. No AA out by fistnow, and that was probably one of the biggest reasons why he lost so many units to abducting. Probably the biggest reason, actually. So yeah. Great game, guys. If you have any games to send in to me, you know what to do. ruy0@gmail.com. Message me on Steam, AirMech, Steam chat, etc., etc., etc. Make sure to keep playing, keep watching, and give me your great games. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.